forget my wedding, I remember it all.
That's great, and you got great advice going in.
Yeah.
Because it can become such a blur, you know? But it's nice that you are doing it for your friends as much as for yourselves, especially if you're a couple that's been together a long time. My husband and I were together almost a decade before we got married, and then people kept saying congratulations, and we're like, for what? You know, because
we're supposed to be here.
Exactly, you know, and well, we had felt like a married couple for so long.
Yeah, that's how Howard's mother always says. She goes, you guys were married. I'm not congratulating you. You've been married in my mind for the past 8 years.
When you actually got engaged, Beth, did you see it coming, or were you guys talking about it a lot after that first conversation, or was it a surprise?
After that conversation, we really didn't. And then Valentine's Day 2 years ago, he was so cute. He designed the ring with a jeweler and did it all on his own and proposed.
That's so nice. Look at you. You're like all glowy, and she's like, oh, shucks.
I'm lucky.
That's so exciting. You know, I've only seen Howard with you at a couple of public events, and what strikes me about him is that he seems like such a very quiet, the opposite of who he is on air. Is that what your life is like? And I'm very quiet, very normal.
It is. It's so normal. We go to bed at 8 o'clock at night. We wake up at 4 in the morning, even on weekends, because that's his schedule and that's just our routine. He's shy. He's quiet. He's insecure. He's just a big mush of love. He's a sweetheart, and people, Howard Stern, but he's just my Howard at home. He's a wonderful dad. He's so generous and kind, and I struck gold.
And he loves being a dad.
And he's great. He loves animals like we do, and he's a gem.
Well, he did want to take his shoes off before saving the dog. He did. That one time, yes.
He did. I got to tell that story.
Yeah, go ahead, tell him.
English bulldogs do not swim, and we were at a swimming pool, and Howard had just worked out. I had a luncheon to go to. I was decked out. I had my Manolos on. I had a cute little hat on, a little sundress. And Howard's outside with the dog. The dog flips backward into the deep end of the pool. She goes straight down like a piece of lawn furniture.
Like a rock.
Right down to the bottom with the bubbles. She was accepting her fate because they don't swim. Oh, there she is.
Yeah.
And she's at the bottom of the pool, and I'm looking at Howard. He had just worked out. He's
all
sweaty. He should jump in the pool anyhow. And I'm looking at him. I said, the dog fell into the pool. So he leans over to untie his sneakers. So who jumped in her Manolos and saved the dog?
Beth! She's not Beth Stern, she's SS, she's super Stern.
But thank God, though, he was there on the side of the pool, because once it was like a Superman moment. I mean, she's a big fat bulldog. I got her up out of the water, and he lifted her out. So we had teamwork.
It took two. That's very generous of you. But he really does. He loves the dog. He talks a lot about the dog. And you certainly love dogs. There's one more picture I wanted to see of you guys got tattoos.
Yes.
Can I see that?
Another thing my mother is horrified with. Yeah, Howard has tattoos. I never had a tattoo, and he decided instead of wearing a wedding band, he was going to get a bee on his wedding finger, which I found so romantic. So we went down to the tattoo parlor, and Shanghai Kate, the tattoo artist, finished his and looked at me, and I gave her the nod, and so we decided to do one for me, and I have an H and it's a brown henna color. I think it's
nice.
Very simple and elegant.
Yours is
Although my mother would beg to differ.
Yes. Oh, my mother, she'd come looking for me. Although I thought about it a few times. Does it hurt?
No.
It really doesn't?
No, and I think it was so meaningful, and it was right before our wedding, and he was sitting there, and it was just fun. It's a fun thing to do.
And I think that's very cool that he got on his hand.
I think so cool. Yeah. Every time I look at him, I see a big fat bee there.
And you're like, that's mine.
That's me.
So let's talk about our mutual love for dogs. First of all, you do a lot of work with the North Shore Animal League. And I think that people are confused when they hear the name North Shore Animal League. They think it's an organization for animal rescue that's only in Long Island, New York.
North Shore Animal League America, their headquarters are located in Port Washington, which is on Long Island. They're the largest no-kill rescue and adoption facility in the world. What we do, I'm the spokesperson for them. I've been with them for over 4 years now. They have sister shelters all over the country, and we have mobile units, and we go all over the country, mostly down south, and we partner with these kill shelters, which if they get overcrowded, they euthanize the dogs, and we take the dogs out of their shelter and transport them back to Port Washington to our huge shelter. But we hold adoption events all over the country. We just encourage everyone to adopt from their local shelter. And it's really beautiful and amazing.
It's a beautiful process. So you're getting ready to run a very far, long distance.
Yes.
Tell everybody about Team Go Beth O.
Well, I have been athletic my entire life. I always wanted the incentive to run the New York City Marathon. That Sunday in November always was so exciting to me to see these runners outside my window running. And I thought, what can I do what's the incentive to run this marathon? And my love for animals and the North Shore Animal League, I decided to create Team Beth O, and I have 20 members of my team. It's now an official charity of the New York City Marathon. 20 runners. We had a goal to raise $262,000, $10,000 per each mile. And we're doing very, very well. Our 20 runners are kicking butt. I am running took us off. I ran 20 miles 2 days ago.
20 miles?
20 miles.
That's so amazing. I heard that you actually ran the morning after your wedding.
I only had to do 8 miles that morning because I did my 15-mile 2 days before the wedding. And then 20 miles a week after. So, but now this week I have a 15-mile run, a couple more 6s, and then it's taper time until the big day. But
so you tapered down before the big run?
Yeah, I hit my 20, and now I'm going down to the 15, and then it slowly goes down, and then the 26.2.
So that you're ready for the. Yeah. You know, I've joked, but I'm pretty serious about it. Actually, I don't run unless I'm chased by a gun. You know, I mean, I will be with you in spirit, my friend, because it's a great cause. But for me, it's just, I don't know, doesn't come naturally. I could do my sit-ups and push-ups and stuff, but the running is hard.
I have to say, I did Howard's show, and I was in the green room, and I ate 4 bagels with butter. I can eat whatever I want right now.
That is awesome!
Pasta, chicken parm, a loaf of bread yesterday.
Now that's incentive.
Yeah. Girls, if you want to eat pasta, start running.
4 bagels?
4 bagels with butter slathered all over, and I enjoyed every bite of them.
Oh, now we can talk. Dogs and bagels with 4.
Oh yeah, forget it.
Yeah. So is Howard gonna run now? Because did you tell him about this?
Well, he actually is so on target. He's so helping me with my training. He'll run the first 6 miles, the first 8 miles with me, but not on the marathon Sunday. He'll be there at the finish line, of course. But he's so supportive. He loves animals, and the fact that I'm raising so much money for an organization that's so near and dear to our hearts. He'll run with me. Yeah.
He'll be out there for part of it, maybe. Who knows?
Who knows? Giving me orange slices and Gatorade.
Well, this is a very big deal to me too. Recently, we started a line of dog food called Nutrish. It's extremely healthful product to give your animals. You can
Bianca, the bulldog, loves it.
And you can read the ingredient label as you would for a human. You can, it says beef or chicken, grains, peas, carrots. It's words you can actually pronounce. It's not filled with fillers or junk. And what I am most proud of about the food is that 100% of my proceeds go directly to shelters and animal rescue organizations all across the country. And what I'm so excited to announce today on this show to Mrs. Stern, where is it? Where's my thing? Here it is. Is that Nutrish is sponsoring Beth Stern, I almost called her Beth O, with $50,000 for Team Go Beth O.
Thank you.
You know how many animals that's going to help? Here you go, Beth. Good luck for you. Look how good Beth looks with a big check.
And I reached my goal now. We got the goal. We surpassed it.
We got Beth over her goal. We'll be watching her, of course, run the marathon. Thank you so much for stopping by, Mrs. Stern.
Thank you, everyone.
My love to Howard.